Hi everybody, I'm Lee of seejanedrill, and well, you're probably wondering what this is, and I'm going to tell you. You know, a lot of times you're laying a floor tile and you come across a round obstacle. A lot of times it's a pipe, and it's a pipe that runs from the floor to the ceiling, and it could be copper, it could be galvanized, it could even be PVC. Doesn't really matter. It's an obstacle that's running through the floor, and you got to cut that tile around it. And not all pipes are concealed by chases. A chase is a structure that conceals the pipe so you don't see it. And in this case, well, sometimes those pipes sit outside the wall, and so how do you make those cuts? Well, I got to tell you, it's a tricky cut, but guess what? It's not as difficult as you may think. You know, when you're cutting vinyl composite tile, this is what vinyl composite is. It's brittle. And so to make a round cut in the center, well, it's a bit of a challenge. But I'm going to show you today how to make that cut, and you're going to be really surprised how easy it is. So what we do is this. Now, the diameter of our pole here is 1 inch. So I've made a 1 inch circle, and I've made a line here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this circle out, I'm going to slice it, and then I'm going to set it in place. Maybe you're wondering, well, how are you going to make that cut, Leah? It's in the middle. I'm going to show you how. The beauty of vinyl composite flooring is if you heat it up, it cuts just like butter. Let me show you how that works. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a propane torch to heat up our vinyl tile. You know, you can get these propane torches at any home improvement store or hardware store. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up this tile. But you don't want to put the propane torch on the front of the tile. Always heat up the back and heat it up where you know you need to make your cut. For us, it's pretty close to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my torch, and then I'm going to start heating up the tile. Okay, so I've got my torch on, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start heating up the back of the tile here. Now, it doesn't take a lot of heat, and you don't want to burn the tile. You just want to get it so it's to the point where it is more flexible. And so our tile is at that point. The thing is, see how flexible it is? It's just like rubber now. You don't have a whole lot of time to make the cut, and chances are you may have to heat it up several times. So the first cut I'm going to make is I'll just make the straight cut. And notice how it cuts right through. Cuts straight through. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the round cut. Okay? And it's the same thing. The tile is so plastic-like that you're easily able to cut through. Now, my challenge, of course, is going to be staying on the line. All right? That's the biggest challenge of it, is staying on the line. And now I'm going to come around to the other side and finish my cut. Okay, so I've made my cut. Now I just need to pop that piece out. Okay, so our cuts are made, our straight cut, our round cut, but the tile is starting to cool off a little bit. And this may be the case for you at home. So again, we're going to have to heat up the back before we place it over the pipe. Otherwise, it may break on us. So, you know, warm it up again before you start to put it in place. Okay, so I've heated up my tile again. See, it's very pliable. And I'm just going to slip it over the pipe like this. And that's it. Put it in place. And there you go. And that's all it takes to make a round cut in a piece of tile. This is Leah saying, you can do this. See you next time.